I want to show you how you can use PI Coresight to build a customized display to monitor your process in just a few minutes with only a web browser. I'll start Internet Explorer, find my machine, which is called PI Coresight, add / Coresight, and go straight to the home page. Now let's imagine this scenario. I'm an engineer. I get a call from my manager and she says, "Hey, I'm getting reports that the reactors at our Springfield plant are acting up. Sounds like the temperature is going out of spec. Can you take a quick look and present at our group meeting in 15 minutes? Let me show you how I can use PI Coresight to prepare for my meeting. The first thing I'll do is click the New Display button here. This is my new display, and all the directions I need are listed right here in this box. So what I'm going to do is search for my data in the Assets pane. If I happen to know the PI point for my attribute, I can write it here. And then hit Enter. There it is. I can drag it and put it inside the display to visualize it. But let's pretend I don't know the name of my PI point. I'm able to navigate to my asset if I have my asset framework structure set up. My manager told me that the problem is occurring in the Springfield plant, so I'll type Springfield right here. And then drill down to my asset. When I select it, I see all my attributes grouped together in this pane. I'll find temperature, and then I can visualize it using the symbol gallery at the top. The symbol gallery offers me the choice between a trend, a value, a table, a vertical, and a horizontal gauge. By default, trend is selected, so all I have to do is drag my attribute inside the display. I'll move it, make it smaller, and then add other attributes to see their impact. I'll hold the Control key to select multiple attributes and then drag them inside. Perfect. To create more visual information for my team, I'll also add an image. I'll hit the image icon here and then create the placement area on the display. Here's my image. That's good. Because it's temperature that's a problem, I also want to visualize it as a gauge. I'll select the gauge symbol here, choose temperature, and then add it to the display. I'll change the duration from 8 hours to 1 hour, and then scroll back in time to see how my process parameters have been behaving. It's only been a few minutes and I already have the information I need for my meeting. I can figure out when was the latest spike in temperature, what was going on with the level and concentration at the time. Now I want to get the bigger picture as well. Is this issue unique to just a specific operator, to a factory? This will be important context for our meeting. I'll go ahead and scroll up and find all the general information here. I'll select factory, name, operator, and then choose the table symbol. I'll drag it inside and right-click on the table to remove all the information I don't need. Now it looks like I also added temperature by accident to my table, so I'll remove it by clicking it. There, it's gone. Now I'll drag the whole thing right here below my gauge. Now I would like to align my symbols. I'll select trend, the gauge, and the image, and then hit the arrange key here. And I want to align them at the bottom. Perfect. Then I'll add a label to my display by hitting the text icon and then pressing anywhere inside the display. I'll call the display reactor conditions. I'll make the label bigger and change its color. I'll make it blue. Also, I want to add the name of my asset and visualize it as a value. I'll drop it here and remove all the metadata. I don't want the label and the rest of these boxes. I'll make the name smaller and put it right here. Now I have everything I need for my meeting. We can see how the temperature, concentration, and level of this reactor have behaved recently, along with who is operating it. Let me save the display. I'll call it Reactor Conditions. Now you just saw that we exited design mode because the orange frame around the display has disappeared. I can bring back design mode by hitting the design mode button here. When I exit it, I'm ready to monitor the display and analyze it in a more detailed way. All the symbols are locked. I can't move them. But now I can use zooms and I can zoom into the area of interest inside my trend. I can also select the lower area of the trend and drag it back to see what was going on just before the spike in temperature. I can also add cursors to the trend by clicking anywhere inside and see the specific values at every moment on each of the traces. To remove the cursor and zoom out, all I have to do is hit Ctrl-Z to undo. This display does exactly what I need. This is an awesome dashboard that I created in just a few minutes. And now I'm all set for that group meeting with time to spare to grab a coffee.